Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of SimCity Ultimate City. We are doing the high school test at the moment. It is kind of failing. You can see here less students taught overall, although that was our first day. So what I'm thinking is a lot of you are probably going to say that we should make more than one high school, so we'll try that. We'll put in another high school, but if not we will go back to grade school and high school together. So our new residential area over here is doing well, although because it's of the higher land value, it means if we go over here that it counts for hardly any people working, so it's not really going to make an impact on our city until we increase the density. So what we really need at the moment is more of our lower wealth workers, because they're going to fill up all of the jobs that are needed and we can open up our extra smelting factory. So I've been looking at where we can increase that, and I think this is kind of a flaw with the layout. I always knew that this area here was going to be more important than the higher wealth ones, and the higher wealth ones we're going to need less people overall. If we have a look here for the demand of these jobs, you can see we're only going to need a small high wealth area, but the medium wealth one, you know, it's going to need to be fairly large, but basically this area over here should have been a lot bigger. So I've been thinking about things that we can change, and I keep coming back to this road over here. I think it would be a good idea to change this road so it goes down there where my cursor is pointing, and then goes round the corner so that we can just expand this all the way down here. Now at the same time it means we get to move the fire station and the police station, and then we open up all of this residential area here, which we can turn into high density quite quickly and provide ourselves with a few more jobs in the meantime. And then before long the ore mine over here will be run out, and then shortly after it this one as well. So then this area is going to have another population boom. We also have a clinic over here that could probably go. I'm not really sure what this is doing. Let's have a look down here at the health situation. That's actually really good. There's quite a few sick that aren't being treated, but that seems pretty decent. We're going to leave that how it is for now, but we're going to move the police station and also the fire station as well. We're going to put them in the centre here. So let's go down to our fire station tab. We're going to get a large fire station. We probably don't need it, you know, because we only have a small area over here. I think actually that would be a bit silly for the amount of money it's going to cost us per month. So we'll start off with, you know, this area here is going to be empty as well. We've got plenty of space to build in there. I'm just wondering if maybe I should move the bus station and this power station and just have this residential area here come right into the middle, you know. That could work as well. And that's probably something that I would do. So I think actually we'll put the fire station on this side of the road. That's probably going to cause a positive influence to these buildings now. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see, we're really getting to the part in this whole Ultimate City design where I haven't played this far in yet, so it's starting to get a little bit tricky. Or at least some of the decisions that I'm facing, you know, are ones that I haven't really dealt with before. Okay, so it seems like that's not going to be too big an issue. However, I'm actually going to destroy that and move it over to the other side, just because, just because I can. Okay. So we're plopping down our fire station here. That looks good. And the one at the other place I think has 3 of these, so we'll make sure this one has 3 as well. And then we'll put a bell on top, a sign, and the flagpole. Cool, and then the same thing for the police station. Just go over a basic one as well. We'll put that on this side of the road. And we will go for two sets of police cars, the sign and the flagpole, and that should be all we need. Okay, so one thing we have to do, I think, is not demolish this, because then the prisoners get out. So if we shut it down... Oh. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we've left a bunch... We've let a bunch of criminals out back onto the street, and it'll be a while... I was going to say it'll be a while before this one takes over, but it appears that we have people working there already. So hopefully they'll go out there and apprehend those criminals. That was a silly idea, wasn't it? Oh well. And we can shut down this as well. In fact, we can demolish both of these now because we've got the other ones in place to take over. So those positive influences should disappear. Let's have a look. Yep, so it means we can expand out all the way over here. Now the question is, can we fit in an avenue road on the side here, because it wasn't originally designed to be done like this, was it? And that's the wrong type of road. So I want it to go directly alongside. And if I hold down shift, I can't actually bring that out from the right point, so we've got to do that from the other side up here. Okay, so there's plenty of space. And I like to make as much space as possible here. So that's a little bit too far. Let's go down a touch. And again. Okay, so that's about the closest we can get it. And that actually connects as well, that's good. But can we squeeze this road alongside it? It looks like we can, which is a good thing. So let's go and demolish. Where's the demolish tool? It's hidden behind here. I knew I was looking in the right place. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that road there. Boom. And we're also going to modify this, because I like to have nice curved roads. It always looks better like that. There we go, that looks good. Okay, and then let's we'll start off with low. We want to increase the density at our own pace here. And look at that, it fits in, that is perfect. Excellent. Okay, so we have an extra residential area there. So we have a little bit of commercial on the end. I think we're going to have to put a tiny bit of commercial. The rest of this will be residential. And I'm wondering now if actually we can curl this road right around the corner and then come across like that, and then we can expand this bit here as well. So to do that, we would need to bring this road all the way out to there, as close as it can get. Then this road here comes all the way back, which it does just nicely. Okay, let's drag that road down there. Okay, that bit's going to have to be a bit longer. Look at that, I'm holding down shift, but it comes out at an angle. That is very, very odd. Why is it doing that? Huh, it's snapping to an angle rather than, even when I hold down shift, rather than staying straight. I think I'm going to have to guess this one then. So from there to there, that kind of works, and then we want a nice cornered road, so we're going to, I wonder if we can do it when it's that short. Let's have a look. Will that work? No, it won't. That looked awful. So we're going to get rid of that, and we want to do the same thing up here as well, so like that and that as well. Okay, let's do this. Apparently no. What about there? That'll work. Okay, so if we extend the length of this road down here, we might get away with it. But I doubt it very much. Okay, no, I unselected it. Doesn't look great, but that'll do. That looks pretty bad, actually. And one thing that I've realised is we can't connect this road directly onto this one. Actually, I know exactly what we need to do. We should try and go past it, but that doesn't appear to be possible. So if we come down like that, that's too close as well. And we're still working with the wrong type of road there. So can that go any closer? Yes, no it can't. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do is remove that road there and just expand that ever so slightly. And that actually, doesn't look too bad, does it? It's not the prettiest of roads, but it will get the job done. So we could also remove this road here actually, and then bring this out a little bit further. That seems like a good idea. So we'll remove that. We'll put the next road roughly in the middle. That looks about right. This one here is not going to need an extra road, I don't think. And then if we just remove that road there for... Ow! That's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Okay. So that can't come down at a straight line. Bring that across like that. Okay, so the road's overlap. That's odd. Let's try that again. So I think I just went too close to that one there. So if we bring it back a touch and then go up and then get rid of this one. There you go. Okay, so let's start zoning this stuff. So we are going to have... we also need to upgrade the road so it's the same the whole way along. Otherwise we're going to get problems there when we're zoning. Right, so that's all the way up to high. That one needs to be all the way up to high. And so does that little bit there. And so do these roads actually. So let's do those. Okay. And then we're going to control the growth of that area there. So I'm thinking maybe a tiny bit of commercial on the end here, just one 1 block so you can go either side. Actually, do you know what? I don't think that's needed. I think that's just overthinking it right there. So that's going to be all residential, tiny bit of commercial, residential again, like that, and then all of this here will be residential as well. Okay, cool. I think that was nicely done. Okay, this is interesting. I was just checking out the the happiness around the city. This area here is all good, with the exception of one shop. But when we go down here, we have this abandoned building because of high taxes, which is odd. Oh, it's a business. I thought it was a house. Okay, that makes sense. But let's look at our density right there. Everyone is ready to upgrade. That is fantastic. So we will go ahead and do that right now. We'll do the shops as well, actually, because they'll need to follow the same density as the residential areas around them. In fact, we're just going to do these roads over here, even though they're not part of the same houses that we're trying to increase. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, there we go, straight away. Excellent. Okay, and so this area over here, how are these houses doing? Probably won't be long before their density increases as well. The density of the area around it will really affect that. And if you remember, we had an earthquake, I think, in the last episode over here. Well, some of the buildings got knocked down, and then some of them around them got set on fire. And as soon as I rebuilt them, they went all the way to the highest density, which is good. Let's have a look at the the unfulfilled jobs. So we have 6 workers. What is going on here? We now have less. I guess all those houses are actually upgrading, and there you go. Now the numbers are going to go back up again. But still lots of unfilled jobs here, so it might actually be a while before we get to open up the smelting factory. Okay, I've decided to put in the second high school, and the day is also starting, so we really need to get this thing up and running. If I'd have made that decision a little bit earlier, then we might have been able to see the effect straight away, but these are going to need workers now. Yeah, closed, now hiring. So this isn't going well. You can see still not enrolling all of these students. It's just ever since we built that university, it's caused us nothing but problems. But if we go and look at the crime map, you can see crime is on the rise. 18 criminals per day. It never used to be like that in this city. And yeah, we've got criminal over here. We haven't got any crime spots yet, which is a good thing. Someone's been apprehended over there. That's when you really have problems. When you start to get crime areas, that's when the whole education thing is failing. I don't know why this area here is so well covered. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to watch my... so I'm going to keep my eye on the whole high school situation. In fact, let's just bring that up now and just see what's going on quickly. Is that map right there. So we have 100 students odd in there and even less in that one. Okay, well I'm going to watch it and see what happens. Okay, the high school experiment didn't go as well as I'd liked it to have gone. And now I'm starting to wonder if maybe we should demolish the university, because it sits there, and ever since it's been there, the number for educated people has jumped up by around 1,000. So let's go and have a look over here, and then it's steadily increased. But if we took away 1,000 from that, then we'd be doing a lot better, you see. We'd be getting about 3/4 of the people. And I kept my eye on it, and it seemed like there were about 400 to 500 students still waiting to be enrolled at the end of the day. So when all the buses were going back to the high school, I was checking all of the, the big purple pillars or whatever you want to call them. You can actually look at them like that. Yeah, there were about at least 500. You can see they go up to about 100 and then stop. And there were about 5 or 6 of those, so quite a few kids that could have actually been picked up. I'm starting to wonder if perhaps what the game does is it sends them out after you've picked up a certain amount. So let's say you have 1,000 students and it puts out 100 at a time, and every time you pick up 100 then another 100 walk out, rather than everyone getting ready to go to school in the morning at the same time. So that would mean more buses should help, but then again the buses go around in little groups like this going to the same stop, which is really confusing. So yeah, after this run I think what I'm probably going to do is demolish the university, and if we do that it means I'll probably extend this road down here as well and expand that area there if it need be. But yeah, the education thing, it's just not gone well since we've built that. And if we have a look at the crime situation here, it was getting really bad a moment ago. I had to build some more police cells over police cells, jail cells over here because it was overflowing. I also put out an extra couple of cars, and patrol cars that is. And yeah, the city's still okay, but I'm really worried about there being a crime area. For example, this building here has 4 criminals in it, which is not good. And I think I'm just going to have to make the decision, you know. I'm going to sit around here trying different things and nothing's probably going to work. So let's take one last look at how many students we actually have. So 3,300. This time we had 2,000 enrolled though. So we did a lot better than last time. So 1,400 there. Only 500 there. But the buses are still going out. Well, I'm going to demolish the university anyway. It costs a lot of money to build, but we have 12 million and we're going to make more in the future. So I'll do it. We really need to solve our education and crime problem. We also have a couple of abandoned buildings. Now, what's the reason? That's just for sale. Not enough workers. Okay, well, we'll destroy that one. I think that's had a problem for a long time. Okay, so the university is gone. Does it make an immediate effect? No, it doesn't. But I'll take a cut here and we'll see if it makes any effect over time. Okay, so all the school buses are back. And they've all decided to go out again by the looks of it. Okay, that is fascinating. Because we had just over 2,000 students here, you can see, between the two schools. So now the students there going up. Nope, the buses are returning and the numbers are staying the same. So maybe some of you know the answer, but picture me playing this, it just gives me a headache, this game. You do things, you make decisions, you can't figure out what kind of impact it's having. Although overall it does seem like we've managed to teach more students this way, and we have a lot of money to spend, and these problems need to be fixed. So what I've been thinking we should do is perhaps get ourselves 3 of these high schools in a row, and they all have an extra classroom on top, the maximum amount of buses, and yeah, the regular high school. So let's put another one on the end over here, and we're going to put down a sign like always, the extra buses, which we can have 4 of in total, building on top, and the flagpole. And we'll see what happens when we have 3 of these. Now, this one here never fills up and it has an extra classroom as well. We're actually going to shut that down. And that reminds me, I also opened up a couple extra of these things here because I was observing what was going on around the city, and it seems like traffic is starting to become a problem again. As you can see here, normally the streets were pretty clear most of the time. It was when we built this bit over here that things started to change. So I thought I'd try and get more people on the streetcars, because the last time I checked the average wait was around 10 minutes and we had 23,000 riders per day, so that number's gone down. I thought if we put out a few extra streetcars, maybe that'll have an impact and make a difference. You can see that number is going up right now, so yes, that is making a difference. And that's interesting. I've not seen it just, you know, I've not just sat here and watched it go up like that before, if I remember. But that's rocketing right now. Very interesting. So I'll be keeping my eye on that as well. But I guess there's another round of educational testing to be done here because we have a 3rd high school now. Well, 3 of these and it seems a lot worse. Let's have a look. So 461, 739 and 550. So overall less students than when we had 2. And what's really annoying is I watched the buses and they just kept driving up and down this road over here. There'd be about 10 buses going up and down here and only a few going into this part of the city, which is really irritating. Look, we have hundreds and hundreds of kids not being educated now. Ah, why did I build that university? And do you know what? Even a crime problem is starting to emerge now. 2 crimes committed per day. A moment ago there was an orange area over here emerging, but that appears to have gone now. But it's not good. But anyway, that is another episode of SimCity right there. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.